philosophical musing, I hear?
Alright guys, welcome back to On Duty Gaming. Gonna check out this map for Forspoken. I really want to get into this. I'm sure if you read the review or checked out the other videos on YouTube, you saw we gave it an 8 out of 10. Called it, story-wise, a genuine story of humanity. But if you want to take a look at the map here, it's really one of the best, most detailed maps I've seen in any game. And ironically, even though the story reminds me of Fable for reasons I won't get into here because it's too long, so does the map. Now, if you remember Fable 2 and 3, they had that 3D type of rendered map. Granted, it was back in like 2010 at the latest, so the technology is far more superior now. But if you take a look at the map now, just bringing up the button. This is the 3D version of the map. When you first bring it up, it shows you here, this is where you are. You can zoom in, you can zoom out a little bit, but this is the where it's going to normally be here when you bring up the map. You can see all the different points of interest. Now, at this point, I've beaten the story. I have every single point of the map unlocked. All 186 points of interest. There's nothing else I need to do. These purple dots that you see on here are treasure chests that you don't need. They just give you different crafting materials and upgrades. But as far as the map goes, as you can see, it starts here. You can go all over the map, no matter where you want to go. And it tells you how many of each things you need. Now, right here, say, for example, in the Citadel section, breaks it down, check mark next to everything. If it wasn't check marked off, you would see that you have 2 out of 3 of whatever, or 1 monument, 2 out of 4 photo spots, whatever it is. Once you complete it, there's a check mark there. You don't have to see how many there are. But really here, I want to focus on this part because it's a really easy way to show you the breakdown of how good this map really is. Now right here, this little triangle icon is where I am. Now, say I want to go over here to the Sunken Lands. I'm going to place a marker there. Now, if you notice, each marker is labeled. And you can do up to 5. Once you go to the 6th one, it automatically resets. So just give you an idea here. I'm going to pick this one here, number 2, and number 3, all up here. And let's go with 4 and 5. Now we're going to go to 1 first. This is actually one of the beasts here. This location here is actually the one for one of the abominations to get the Abominizer trophy. Now, just to give you an idea, you get out of the map. Number 1, that you see highlighted, 3,318 feet away. Now, if you didn't have this fast travel point, you're looking at this and like, Jesus Christ, that's high. How the hell am I going to get over here? So, let's just take a ride over here. Just to take a look at what we're going to do. Let's take a ride. Now this is the glide ability that you'll unlock.
What did you expect?
Okay, now you're gonna be sitting here like, how the hell am I gonna get all the way up here? Looking like, oh, okay. Let me climb up these maps. And this is where the detail of the maps really come in. This is pretty easy. Just get up here. Okay, not bad. I can get up here. Now you're like, what the hell am I gonna do? Alright, maybe I can get up here, right? So let's see. Nope, can't get up that way. So you're sitting there like, what do I do? How do I get up? And normally you find a little spot in crevice and rocks, so try this one. That's not enough either. You're like, uh-oh, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. Alright, let's take a look at our map. Now you zoom back in here, and this is where you go, but you're like, how the hell do I get up there? There's number 1. I'm stuck, right? Here's what you do. Zoom in on the map using right trigger, R2, and you get a huge 3D version map. So it really shows you the terrain, so you can see where you have to go. And another way would be right over here. So this is number 1 now. Let me change it. So let's zoom back over here. I'm not going to kill these enemies. I'm just doing this to show you.
This looks like a big one.
Look at that. The map helped. Hey, look.
Well, do something.
Okay. Now it looks like I'm a little stuck again, so what do I do? I'm up here. It looks like right here in this little crevice I could jump up.
Oh, come on!
It's...
Bullseye!
I sometimes wonder what you think I'm here for, you know.
I sometimes wonder how come a little guy like you makes such a good shield.
So I said that little crevice, that's right here.
One more round? Think I'm feeling lucky.
Well, certainly
And you're
good to
up.
see some enthusiasm.
Now once you get all the way up here, okay, now where do I want to go here? Here I am. Number 2,
This should be easy enough.
left,
Only that
and
was
it's
true
right
of
up
every
here.
battle.
And here I am. Now, just to give you an idea where we started all the way down there next to that big giant building. And we came all the way up here just with the aid of the map. Now, if you just look at this mountain, you're like, how the hell in the world do I get up there? And it's just a really testament to how good and detailed that Luminous Productions did this map. Now say you want to travel around, and someone says, oh, you got to go up to Janoon. And you're like, okay, geez, where the hell's that? I zoom in. Now here, if you look at the bottom of the map, we're in Avalette, which is right here. It's in the southern section of the map. You want to go up to Janoon, it's all the way up here. Let's put a marker here. And we'll put a marker where we're in, number 2. 3.89 miles away. Now, just to give you an idea here, let's look in the regular map. Now, see the top of the screen there, number 2. That's where we were, number 1. We're going to go all the way through this entire map. Now, there's no way you would have found this navigating this map. Look how giant this is. Oh, there we are. Now you can zoom in on this part of the land. Now let's think about that. These developers, they did 3 full maps this size. And you could, that's not it. You could zoom in everywhere here. Every chest you could zoom in on, every location. It's just a really good, it's one of the most detailed maps I've seen. And like I said, if you remember Fable 2 and Fable 3, these were the same type of setups. They didn't have the big zoom out map like Forspoken does here. They had this zoom in one and the regular one. But it's much more detailed now. The technology, it's 13 years later. It's like Fable 2 came out 2010. So there's a lot more that you could see here. And it's a real testament to the ability to develop an Unreal Engine 5 and the technology that the PS5 was able to take advantage of. Now, I use this map a lot, especially if you use a lot of side quest action and exploration attempts before you get to the end game. Now, there's going to be other parts here, like you find here the Water Guard Northern Refuge, and you look at the map when we're not zoomed in, like, oh, I can go right here, it's close. But now you're never going to get there. And just take a look. Let's fast travel here.
Why are we here again?
Please tell me you're joking.
Now, there's that mountain. Now, this is not possible to climb up in this game. It doesn't matter. There's, however good you think you are with Frey here parkouring, it's not possible. So you're like, shit, where do I go? Okay. Let's zoom in. I want to go here. Marker 3. Let's follow the mountain range around, see if I can find a lower one. Nope. Oh, look at that. Come all the way around here. Parkour up here, and then run all the way back, and you get there. That's one way you have to do it. Other parts in this game, you can't. There's no way to run around. You may have to go all the way to another section, say way over here, and come all the way back. So you may think you can get here, but you can't. Like, there's no way to get to this here from down here. You have to parkour all the way up, and this mountain, you can't do it. I've tried. You have to come from other parts on the map, and you might not be able to do this, even with the aid of the map, until you get all the abilities at the end of the game. And that's where we are now. Here we have all our magic upgraded, and we're in the end game now waiting for the DLC, which is supposed to come out this summer, called Fall of the Tantas. It's going to be a prequel. Don't want to really get into what I want to hopefully see, because it'll give away story spoilers for you guys. But let me know where you are in this game in the comments below as well, because it's really, it's the most detailed and probably the best overall map in a game I've seen. As far as size too, it's one of the biggest maps I've seen. Even games like Red Dead Redemption 2, which is a giant map, essentially it's the entire country, but it's not really, it's broken down, where even that game, as beautiful as this is not as detailed of a map. Now, I'm not talking about quality of the landscape design and graphics. That's a different story entirely. Some is better, some is not than this game. But as far as the details of the map goes, you don't have anything like this. And you don't need that in Red Dead Redemption, because it's not that type of game. But this game, with the parkour abilities and what you need to do as far as navigate a way around to get to different places and jump and parkour and zip and float, and there's no possible way to do that without the aid of this map. I mean, you might be able to, but it's going to be hope and a prayer to figure this out, because how would you know that, okay, we're here, if you just had a basic map like this that you can't zoom in? How could you know that you could get there all the way around here? Because look, because right here it looks like there's a big mountain. And you have nowhere to go. But if you zoom in, you're like, oh shit, I could run right up. This looks totally doable. This doesn't. This does. But now you zoom back out and go to the map, and it's the same thing. You can't turn the camera here. It's only left and right. So there's no way for you to change the camera angle here unless you zoom all the way in. And you can't see that, the full 360 view, unless you zoom in. So if you don't make use of this, it's going to make it a lot more difficult for you to navigate. So definitely check this out. Let us know what you think of this map below. Like I said, I've said it before. I'm going to keep saying it. It's the best map I've seen in a game. And as big as this map is for the developer, I mean, look at this detail here. I mean, just look at that. I mean, you really got to appreciate the level of detail that they went in. Not the developer, but just the ability of the Unreal Engine 5 to actually be able to process this and render it in such high detail at such a good quality and zoomed in 3 different maps, from here to here. And then zoomed all the way back out. And yes, before you say, wow, you got a lot of treasure chests left to go, don't worry about it, because if you look at my archives, I got 539 chests. 538 archives. There are 580 archives in this game. The trophy, you need 464, only 80%. But everything else there is everything that you can unlock. There's 25 cloaks, 15 necklaces, and 30 nail designs, 70 pieces of equipment. You have to get every single one of those to get the trophy. There's no trophy for enemies defeated, nothing for individual points of interest until you get to 100. So anything over 100, it doesn't matter. But you do need all of them to unlock the monuments, the familiars, and the photo spots. 50 photo spots you find. The familiars are 20 cats and 74 monuments discovered. They're divided into between 20 monuments of wisdom. The other 54 are 18 each of strength, love, and justice that you have to navigate all the way around. 105 magic skills you get a trophy for doing, as well as a trophy for upgrading each one of them. And just a map. Just look at the quality of the menu here too. All the different gear, and these are all the magic spells. You have 4 different types of magic. Fire, water, earth, and lightning, each one. But again, let us know what you think here in Forspoken. Check out the map below. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. Let us know in the comments below what you think. If it's the best map you've seen, or if you have another better one, let us know what you think and why. Until next time, tune in to On Duty Gaming. See you later, guys.